Maybe you might want to listen to the off-air show before you make up who's attacking who.
Cameras are rolling. So,
all right.
Do you remember last week when I realized that for almost 10 years, everybody could see my posts except for management of KLBJ? Somehow I set these brilliant Facebook posts to friends only and friends of friends. So you can now reshare my amazing statement about Vietnam. And all the others about the Cedar Park City Council today, which I'm going to get to, and also the one about the Leander councilman who's sharing, when people write him, he's sharing his mantra about making people wear masks, these little pissant towns. And I say that because I grew up in a town that tried to get my brother trumped up on attempted murder charges because the Wade family, he ran his car into a puddle and splashed water on the richest guy in Monaghan's and his daughter. And they said he tried to run him over.
Wow, that's the richest man in Monaghan's. You just splashed water all over his jeans.
They let him go like the same day, but they scared the crap out of him, talking about attempted murder, small-town cops. Just, the Cedar Park City Council is talking about Antifa, not fixing a damn pothole. There's not a lot of potholes.
Did they even have any protests in? They may have. I don't know.
Should I repost that?
No, dude. You're carrying. Look.
I don't really write anything profound.
One of the reasons you're not seeing things shared or whatever is that. Do you know that over the last?
No, I actually had it off for.
Do you know that over the? You gonna let me finish?
No.
Wait a minute.
I'm trying to lower that 7. Oh, let's show the chart. So let's go ahead and finish while I show the chart.
Now, Phil, who's that an attack on?
That was not an attack. That was an interruption. It's the only way to get my word in once in a while.
All right. I don't remember what I was going to say.
The algorithm at Facebook is what you're going to say.
I wasn't even going to talk about the algorithm. Right now, Facebook is a dumpster fire of people's hot takes, and all the hot takes are saying the exact same thing.
Yeah, I know.
So I think everyone is just because
I know
there are no more.
But I needed to post the F word. I haven't done it since 12 o'clock today when I did it on Twitter.
That's cool.
Before I get to that, I'm going to follow up on the CPAP story. I know it's kind of narrow casting, but this is a microcosm of how bad insurance companies are now. So I finally got it approved. Y'all listening, Young Cox?
I'm listening. You got it. You got your CPAP approved.
I finally got it approved, right?
I'm not listening, by the way.
Back there. Brother Cox, you listening? And that video room ain't going to be a youth hangout.
So I got it approved. These great people at this company called Nationwide. I've had horrible companies doing my CPAP stuff. Nationwide Respiratory. They got it through, and so did Dr. Wang. But here's the catch. So I've been on CPAP since off and on in the early 90s,
right.
But for the past 15 to 18 years, I cannot go without it.
You're CPAP Jesus.
I can't go without it.
You preach it, you use it.
But here's what they want me to do. I can't. The only thing I can do is either buy it outright,
Okay.
because I haven't met my deductible anyway.
You got the money.
Or I have to. No, this is the plan now. I have to rent it for like.
Was there a DVR in it?
40, right.
Is it new or
I have already proven that I use the thing every night.
Right.
It's verifiable. It's got a cellular NARC system.
But why do you have to rent to own?
And that's so Dr. Wayne can look at what I've done, right? So because I think the number one complaint I hear from people, they say, I couldn't tolerate it. I couldn't do it. The new machines are amazing. I don't get it.
So they're not wanting to invest in sending a whole machine if people are not going to use them.
And they're not investing because I'm paying the bulk of it with my because I haven't met my deductible. So they it's like $50 or $60 a month for the first couple of months.
Okay.
And then $20 a month for 10 months or something until it's paid off. Right. So in other words, the same company that wanted me to go without one night for a test finally gave in. Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Now, even though it's been proven that I followed the rules, I have to rent the machine from them to put it through.
Is it even a new machine, or do they recycle these between? Like, what happens when you're done renting it and it goes back to wherever?
But
does it go to somebody? Are these new?
No, you can buy a refurbished one, which means probably cleaned and was used by
I really
someone.
do want to kind of caution you because the last time you did rent to own, you ended up with that aircraft sofa.
I did not do rent to own. But did you ever rent from air?
What do you think, Bob? Now, Phil, mark that down. That was a legitimate attack on your little cousin Dale, and I'm proud of it.
It's called the Aviator.
Did you ever?
The Aviator. That's
Am I the only one that ever did Aaron's rent to own when you were single?
When I was young,
When you're young, everybody
had
has
an apartment.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
No telling how many bed bugs I had.
I got a knock on the door one day.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, let me dump that. I don't know.
What?
Wait. I
What
Sorry.
are you doing?
That's just 9 seconds. I waited.
What did you say?
I said something about some critters that might be in. We used the brand name. I didn't want to.
Aaron's?
Yeah, that.
They don't exist anymore.
Are you sure?
They're not an
I
advertiser.
don't know, but I
better get their stuff back to
You
them.
were discussing a rental that you made in 1972. I don't think that it applies to today.
What is wrong with you? You did 9 seconds.
I didn't know they were just
Boy,
9
that was
seconds.
Bob,
wait
you
a
did
minute.
go-
Wait,
you
he's
went
coming
into-
at me.
You went into panic mode, though.
Hey,
you did.
Phil,
You
mark
did.
it down. Well, yeah. If I thought, I don't know if they're
So
still
I
around.
had a couch.
That's
and
where were we? You were rent to own.
I had a couch and a couple of chairs and love
Yeah.
it. And I don't remember what happened I was doing part-time radio and stand-up comedy, and it's just one of those months. And Saturday morning, there's a knock on my door, and there were two big old fellas, and I was a skinny kid, and they were there to get the stuff.
Yeah.
I actually got it repossessed. Now, here's the little caveat. I had just been self-diagnosed with crabs. And crabs, I had an Air Force lieutenant, female, not that that matters. I had an Air Force lieutenant who gave them to me, and we didn't even go all the way. Big O contest coming up just a little bit. And so that I sent them back to Aaron's with crabs.
Raise your hand.
I got them.
Raise your hand if you ever paid like $3,000 for a television set or a microwave oven.
Are you sure they're not around
Oh,
anymore?
no, they're here. I'm just found their
There's
locations.
probably some
All
kind.
right,
I
good.
mean,
I'm glad
rent to own is still a business that's thriving, I think, because it's a good business.
Because of poverty.
Here's what we should get into. We should have Dudley and Bob with Matt's rent to own, and we will rent. We've made so many bad investments over the year.
Right.
This may be the thing for us.
Let's see how much it costs.
I bet it's the same fabrics.
Let's rent things, though, that our listeners would want. So we need...
You can get a 7-piece Kimberly sectional for $159 a month for 24 months, and then you own it, I guess. So it's basically layaway. I got nothing wrong with Aaron's. We didn't say anything bad. I'm the one that infected them. Okay, what are we going to do here? Let's do Karen's Corner. It's Karen's Corner. Do you know where that sounder is?
Let me find it real quick here.
Yeah, it's all right. I should have warned you. Should have warned the Spencerina.
No, I'll find it. I promise.
Oh, all right. You're fired.
Is this it?
It's brand new, so
It's Karen's Corner.
Karen's Corner.
yeah, that's it.
I did it.
We have an Austin Karen. I got to sync this up. What page do I go to there?
Hit jump?
I did. Oh, they're right there. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's our digital system.
And we got all the O's in, too.
And let me find the Austin Karen. Might be a little mental illness going here.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. She looks like she's not all there.
Yeah.
But
Oh, this is a different Austin Karen?
this is an older Austin Karen.
Oh, so you're attracted
And
to
I
her?
apologize to you, video. Phil, mark that down. I apologize to you who, if it doesn't sync up on the cameras, because I got to do this.
That's all right.
Oh, is she? Does she have a little foul mouth?
Yeah, she got a foul mouth and a racist mouth. I don't even know what she's upset about. Let's read it. Trigger alert. Today, while walking past this lady, this is Lawrence St. Clair Grosvenor, who is a black guy. She began hurling racial obscenities for no reason. Apparently, black people are going to die from coronavirus. So let's hear.
That's a good name,
from
Laurent.
Okay.
What is it? What was his whole name?
Lawrence
St.
Clair
Grosvenor.
Grosvenor.
It's a good name, dude.
It is, man. All right, here we go. Crazy Austin Karen. 3, 2, 1.
You black people, you know something? You're gonna get coronavirus, Miss Ndala.
I got it perfect.
You're going to die of coronavirus.
Your mother is gonna die.
No, my mother is 90 years old. She's a 90-year-old woman.
What the
okay? And your mother, you're going to die of it. She's going to die of coronavirus.
Like that. Are you gonna run me over?
Uh,
I don't care.
Is that a rental bike or her bike?
if I was Karen, I would have gone after the dog.
You will not stop irritating me. I don't know what to do. Please stop me.
She's opening a random business's door.
I'm 66 years old. She won't leave me alone. Please let her leave me alone. Please talk to her. Please tell her to leave me alone. I can't leave the bike up here. I don't know
She's got a big giant bike, and she just opens a random business.
Please stop! Leave me alone! There's black people that are irritating me.
There are black people out here irritating me.
Please leave me alone. God, please.
And
Black people.
Karen, you have the kickstand down.
Yeah, Karen, you're going to
Karen.
put the
On the wrong
kickstand
side of
up
the
if you're going to ride that bike.
Karen, that
girl.
bike's
Not going to happen that way.
You said you wanted to call the cops because I was walking my dog. Call them then.
Please have her leave me alone.
Yeah, I don't think they're in charge. I don't think you can just ask the random
it
people.
looks like a dentist. You know where that is?
That's the domain,
That's the
isn't it?
domain, and that's my son's. That is my son's orthodontist. That is Dr. Koenig's office. No,
it
maybe
is?
not. I don't know. That's in the domain.
You need to have the Wizard of Oz music when she's riding away.
We should point out that the beeps you're hearing right now is she's just dropping the N-bomb as she drives away.
Supposedly a diverse city, but as you can see, diversity and appreciation for diversity is severely lacking.
Now, bone to pick.
No, not everybody.
It's
I
upsetting.
think that part of our diversity is having old crazy women who yell the N-bomb as they drive away on their Wicked Witch of the West bicycle.
Yeah.
That is part of our diversity.
Yeah.
You don't get that in every city.
How good did I sing that?
Lawrence St. Clair.
That was perfect.
How good did
I
I
wish I
sing
could
that
pronounce
up?
it more
Spot on.
properly.
Perfect.
It was very well
I
done.
realized
Very
on,
well
a
done.
on a Facebook video you have to wait a half a beat. So
Yeah.
just a tip to anybody who's doing radio.
That one didn't freak me out too much because it looked like both of those folks could definitely handle themselves against. Earlier, you said you thought there might be a little mental illness, and I think that we saw a glint of the 20-yard stare there.
Yeah.
I will say that it was an interesting move we haven't seen yet, where she went to recruit protectors just through a random doorway. We have
Yeah.
not seen that yet. I have seen people yelling help or screaming or whatever, but not, excuse me, get these people away from me. Like, what did you think was going to happen? They're like, oh, you mean because of the white code? Okay, we'll come help you.
I forgot. I read this morning because I felt kind of guilty because the Karens are happening every day, and sometimes it's an older woman who, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but I'm going to use it on the air because I'm a scumbag. But there was a great article today, and I don't know who wrote it or where it is, about how this needs to be happening. That there has been this victimization, this faux victimization of white women going back to Emmett Till,
Right.
where a black man back in the day looked at them the wrong way and could be hung, right?
Right.
And that they have, not all women, absolutely not, a small percentage of them who have really gotten people in a jam from doing stuff like this. This has been going on forever.
Well, we also know the stories of, hey, yes, this is not to lambast all white women. If you're a white woman, when I'm trying to come after you
No,
right now.
I like
but
having
you should
sex
know
with a
you
lot
should
of
know
white
a
women.
lot of history, and there were women who would have relationships
And black women.
and then were caught
And half Hispanics.
or were worried about being caught, and then would claim that they had been attacked, assaulted, and you mentioned Emmett Till.
Oh,
We might
they'd actually have a baby come out.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Emmett Till, and we should re-up because you have to do that every couple of years because we may have some younger listeners who aren't familiar with Emmett Till.
Just do a photo search of Emmett Till.
Well,
Yeah, no, do a photo search.
everyone should see that photo. I'm going to tell you it's a harsh photo, but you should be aware that, and it hasn't gone away. It hasn't gone away. We still murder children in this country over racism. Why are you making that face?
Oh, it sounded like you were pro. I got the abortion thing in my head when you first said that.
Well, no, I was meaning. Yeah, don't take me down that road.
No, that's
a whole nother fight to have there.
Now let's take calls on it.
No,
let's don't. So I didn't play this one because, again, I am stretched with producers, and it does take a lot. I've got another one coming up. We can't play anything of it because it would take 2 weeks to edit. But you got to see it, and I'm glad we're on the cameras because we're going to argue about it. But this woman, there was a lot of background noise, and I just didn't bring it in. She was at a counter protest for Black Lives Matter, and she started screaming KKK, KKK. I'm going to teach my grandkids KKK. She's apologized. Well, if you can call this an apology.
Nationwide earlier today after a video went viral showing counter-protesters at yesterday's Black Lives Matter protests. The video shows counter-protesters in Branson waving Confederate flags. This took place in front of Dixie Outfitters on the 76th Strip in Branson on Sunday. One video in particular shows one woman showing support for the KKK. Today, Branson Mayor Ed Akers released a statement responding to what he called hate speech. It reads in part, quote, "The city of Branson does not condone any type of hate speech. We have seen approximately..."
That's the first story. My apologies. No? Where is these TV stations, man?
Thank you, Dale.
You never know what video to look. I'm sorry, Dale, that happened to you.
No,
I am too.
These TVs,
you tried really hard, and this was unfair to you.
No, those their TV stations will literally have a headline and give you a report from yesterday. Let me go to the main station.
It was terrible for the station to have done this to you.
This is it.
You're a great broadcaster.
Hold on. I don't care about
Phil, write it down.
mistakes anymore. You're careful.
Why is she apologizing? What did she do?
Where's her?
You'll see. She was at this rally.
Oh, we'll see part of it in the
she
story.
Started yelling KKK, and I'm going to teach my grandkids to hate you people.
She was draped in a Confederate
I
flag.
saw that. I'll teach my grandchildren to hate you.
She had the...
Very sorry for everything that's been happening. That's not me, and that's not who I am, and I want people to understand that.
Now, right there, I give her the benefit of the doubt.
A viral video which was taken at a Black Lives Matter protest in Branson last weekend. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Heather Lewis.
Good to have you along here at 5. I'm David Oliver. Tonight, in this video you're seeing here playing behind Heather and I, Jenkins is holding a Confederate flag, and she shouts KKK belief.
Today, Jenkins called our newsroom and spoke with our David Chasanoff. David, what did she have to tell you?
Well, guys, she says she wants people to understand more about what happened that day. Jenkins admits her actions made her look like a racist, and today she's apologizing.
You think?
Kathy Jenkins says a few moments at Sunday's Branson rally has changed her life. This video captures Jenkins yelling at 2 women she knows.
Because people who live next door to me, this was a personal vendetta.
Those women were aligned with the Black Lives Matter group. She says they were calling her a KKK racist.
I said I would never be a racist, and they just kept coming at me, and I lost my temper.
I will teach my grandkids to hate you all.
I asked Jenkins who that message was directed to.
I was saying that to the girls that were screaming in my face. It came out wrong. It had nothing to do with the people there for the Black Lives Matter, because I was also chanting Black Lives Matter.
Later on in the video, she said,
Come on. Here's the trick. Hey, Phil, mark one down for Karen. Here's the trick. When you apologize, just apologize and keep your mouth shut.
I've never
say I was wrong. I've done it to my... I've done it. I'm more on this later. I've done that. I did that to my wife twice in 48 hours where I say I was wrong, and it works magic.
It says, of course, your church matters.
Here we go.
He says KKK belief.
I said some ugly things that I would never, those words would never have come out of my mouth.
If I hadn't been drinking.
I wanted it to stop. I wasn't saying,
she was at the protest with several Dixie flags and
several people who don't exactly fit the stereotype of Black Lives Matter supporters.
She parked there, and now she's claiming that they were picking on her.
I'm KKK or for the KKK.
So why did Jenkins say that?
I was mocking them because I don't like being called a racist. And I would never encourage anyone to hurt anyone or to put harm to anyone.
She can also be seen in the video holding a Confederate flag.
And wearing the ugliest jeans known to mankind.
Me on the property, and I just got so angry, it just happened. And obviously I don't understand the whole Confederate flag thing.
Jenkins says she's been learning more about the flag since the incident.
I would never, ever.
It goes on and on.
Ever.
It's a non-apology. I was in a fraternity that worshipped the Dixie flag. I didn't know any better back then. The Kappa Alphas. Do you know where the word Dixie comes from?
I do not.
It's very interesting.
Mason-Dixon.
No.
Oh.
Dixie itself. What does it mean?
Dixiecrats?
No. It came from a French money in New Orleans. The Dix part is 10 in French. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, sept, huit, neuf, vingt, dix.
10.
D-I-X.
10 states?
I don't know how
10 southern states?
Yeah, I guess they accepted that money for a while. That's where Dixie.
Hey, did Dixie Cups get canceled?
Are you making this up? It has nothing to do with the fact that it was all the people south of the Mason-Dixon line that was called Dixie?
The Dixon line was named after the dollar, that $10 bill too. I'm totally making this up. No, I'm not. That is actually the truth. Put one down for Dale. I mean, Matt.
Who? Which
True
one?
story. I looked it up today.
Where'd you look it up?
Are you angry that I knew something that you didn't know?
I just am doubting the story that you read.
The word Dixie in the United States comes from a bill, a currency that was issued by the French with D-I-X, which is de, or whatever, however you say it. I learned French in 6th grade.
It's pronounced Dix.
Okay.
Hey, you're right.
What's your favorite thing to grab?
I loved a $10 bill.
Well, both
that.
of you are right. There's a controversy as to whether.
Oh, is there? Why did you have to look that up?
Because it says the most straightforward explanation for the South Dixie connection concerns the Mason-Dixon line.
No.
But the article starts out talking about the story that you just told about that $10 bill.
Phil, write down that Bob is attacking Dale now.
I'm going to go with the fact that
I'm supporting you
French,
both.
that the French were way before the Mason-Dixon line.
French. So now we're all speaking French gibberish, is what you're saying.
French.
You're saying the South is full of gibberish.
French is the prettiest language in the world, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you've never spoken to a hirsute German woman.
Now the third explanation.
Where did you get that?
What do you mean?
Hirsute.
I don't know.
Which means hairy, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right, we got to go.
Yeah,
we didn't get to,
Olga?
I'm sorry you didn't get to see the video of the the Karen beatdown. Now I'm feeling guilty. I tweeted. I said I'm not for violence, but I'm being hypocritical, and it's brutal, dude. But the woman warned her. She warned her. We'll talk about that when we come back. And at 5 o'clock straight up, or a little after, I'm going to try to get the Big O finals. You'll be able to vote later in the show. Of course, your embarrassment songs at around 6 o'clock. We do that every Friday. We're not going to have a bad caller of the week because Spencer is overloaded with Chewy's boat trip. So hang on for all that. We'll be back in just a minute. Thank you, people on the video. You can see that at klbjfm.com.